So we just got some amazing news. We got an Attack on Titan special event this time for the year of 2022, and they dropped a decent amount of stuff, but there is a lot of people that were expecting things like release dates and the such, but all we got really was just an image, so we're going to talk all about that, but as well we're going to talk about later on what I think people's expectations were and how maybe misplaced some of them were, but how I, obviously relate to those people. So we're going to talk all about that, but before we get into the video, I want to ask you guys, please subscribe, ring the bell, because soon we're going to have a new Attack on Titan video out about Armin Adler. So that's going to be a really fun video. And as well, I cover things like Chainsaw Man, One Piece, Bleach, all sorts of stuff on this channel. Vinland Saga, we're going to be talking about that next season. So make sure to get subscribed and ring the bell. So let's jump on in. All right, this is the official page for the special event. This is the one of the new images they dropped. Well, this is the only new image they dropped, actually. And if we go over here, this will kind of give you all the information really you need to know on the event, but there's not really much here, just some details on some merch and some pogs, I guess. Nothing much, but if you're, like me and you went on Twitter, you found the full version of this image. And as you can see, it's really good. There is a bunch of sparks flying everywhere. We see all of the Survey Corps. Surprisingly, none of the people from Marley in this, but that is sort of to be expected. This isn't really about the peoples from Marley story. This is sort of about now the Survey Corps story. And we see actually something interesting. We see Eren with blue eyes. I don't think he's been shown with blue eyes since like season 1. I know obviously that's probably just something of an artistic choice, but I found it pretty interesting that they gave him blue eyes in this. Gives me season 1 vibes, that's for sure. Also, I like how the hair is running down his face. He looks like a member of the metal band Death Clock, which is really, really awesome. And as well, just some details here on some of these characters. We see that Levi he's still dealing with some of these battle scars of sorts. He's all bandaged up. He looks like he doesn't have all of his fingers, so will he be fighting in the final season? Of course, I know about that. I've seen it, but leave your comments down below if you think he'll be fighting. As well, Mikasa still doesn't have her scarf, so by the time I guess the final season is going to be airing, she is not going to be wearing that scarf. We'll see. That's another interesting one right there. Other than that, if we go to the very tippy top of the image, we see the skeleton from Eren's body come down and connect to his head. So that's a really cool thing they put in there. I like the attention to detail. Also, just this image is just really cool in general. To get a new close-up look at, I guess, the Attack Titan or the Founding Titan or whatever you want to call it. The Attack Founding, the Attacking Titan. We could call it that. It's pretty nice. It's a pretty nice image. I also want to take a second in this video to talk about my Discord server. That's right, I have a Discord server and it's pretty active right now, and I think it would be pretty cool if you're interested, maybe you could join the server. That would be pretty freaking sweet. We talk about basically anything and everything. We get in calls sometimes, we play some games, and we talk about One Piece, we talk about Attack on Titan, we talk about Bleach, we talk about Chainsaw Man, we talk about literally anything and everything. So hopefully you find that interesting and decide to join the server. Links are in the description below. But that's pretty much all we got. In terms of an air date, we only got the information that it would be coming out in 2023, which is something we always knew. So I think that disappointed a lot of people because I think a lot of people had this season pegged for the winter 2023 season because, well, for the last couple of years, it's aired in the winter 2023 season. However, I've always been a proponent of putting this anime either in the fall season or actually the summer or spring seasons even. I think it's probably going to air in the fall season, but I could be wrong. We'll see. It seems like they're definitely trying to do these episodes justice. We don't actually still know if they're going to be adapting it to a 1-to-1 or adding in some stuff. I think some people have posted on Twitter that they're going to be adapting the entire final part of the manga, so we're not sure about that quite yet. If there is more information to come out on that, I will absolutely make a video on some of my opinions on that. But for the most part, I think people were expecting, winter 2023, but I think they're going to go fall because I think they want this to be quality. I think they want to get it out when it's done because it's MAPPA as well. They have the time to do that. Plus as well, they're going to be doing lots of anime over this next coming year. Plus, it's 2023. We already got tons of anime. We got, in January, we have Vinland Saga that's coming out, so we don't really want to bury that, and that's a MAPPA-funded anime. Of course, people from Wit Studio are still working on that, but MAPPA is just providing the cash and producing it, so to speak. So, but otherwise, I think it's a smart move to put it in the fall season, or at least, the summer or spring. I mean, I think a lot of people will probably peg this now as spring, but even then, I still think it's a little too early, but I can see it happening. I definitely could. Now, as for why people are disappointed, I think that's fair to be disappointed. I mean, I certainly expected to some degree that they would talk about the release date, but as it got closer, I thought, why would they talk about the release date at the end of 2022? One of the busiest periods in the world right now is the holidays. Why would they release that information now, knowing they have a bunch of new anime coming up? Why not just, release the information sometime in 2023 when the anime is coming out? It's sort of like a Bethesda Fallout situation where they're like, yeah, we're gonna drop it in 6 months, something like that. We're gonna announce it, it's 6 months, and then 6 months later it's gonna come out. So I think that's what they're working towards to some degree, and I think that's probably the right choice with all that's said and done. As for people feeling they needed to get confirmation that they were going to do a new ending or, something about the ending, I mean, we did have a statement recently from Isayama where he talked about how he was going to the New York Anime Con. Now, he wanted people to treat him respectfully, even though the manga ending for some was controversial. To me, that really spoke a lot about people who dislike the ending. Like, you can dislike the ending all you want, but don't, torture this man just because he made something you didn't agree with. It's stupid. Also, it's toxic, but I myself, I understand how toxic certain AOT fandoms can be. I've been attacked by tons of Jaegerists and fascists and racists and sexists and all that stuff. I've been brigaded on videos by these people multiple times. So I know what that's all about. I know what that feels like, and I can definitely sympathize with Isayama in that regard. And I hope he had a fun time in New York. I'm sure he did. I'm sure a lot of fans treated him respectfully. I'm sure if those who didn't probably were just not socially aware, as is most people of that caliber. But honing in on what people wanted some confirmation that the ending is going to change. I've said this before. I think the ending itself is not going to change. What we got in the manga is what we're going to get in the anime. Me personally, I'm okay with that. Now, however, in a perfect world, if I were to want to change something, it would be fleshing out certain things. That's it. It's not going to be maybe another episode or so of content, or not even that. Maybe a scene or two more of stuff. I think the ending's fine. So that's my opinion on the matter. I've made countless videos on the ending. I think I've made 2. I don't know why I said countless. So we'll get to it when we get to it in the anime. But other than that, I thought this event was sort of underwhelming, but at the same time, it's okay. It's fine. We got this new image, something to talk about. So I'll see you guys in the next Attack on Titan video on Armin. I hope you guys tune in. I hope you guys check it out as well. Make sure to become a Patreon because we're going to have a new Attack on Titan tier coming to the $3 tier very soon. So get subscribed to that $3 tier a little bit early so you can get that Attack on Titan content as soon as it comes out, because it's going to be coming out here in November. So that's going to be pretty awesome. Thanks everybody for watching. I appreciate it. Make sure to drop a like, rating, and subscribe. Put in a comment below. Do you think this event was underwhelming? Did you expect the release date? What do you think about the anime possibly just doing a straight adaptation and not changing anything? Let me know in the comments below. I love you all. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.